Yes, I have been dumpster diving again and found this old electric drill, or it's actually a cordless drill. It's a pretty old version. It's actually made by Rubicon. It's a little bit like Rubicon that makes capacitors, but I think this is a different brand. So if you open it up, have a better look at it, you can see it is made in this orange looking carrot with only on-off switch, no speed regulation. And here we got a chuck key. Actually the original one looked like this. They actually lost that one and bought another one. So yes, this is all chucks that you use these things for, because obviously you don't have any brake on this one. So yes, on the back here it says something in Chinese or Japanese, I don't know. And of course here we got a charger for it. Look at that, this is old school. We used this thing for the sockets we had before. They were flat on the wall, so you could actually plug this into them. But of course today we can't do that because those sockets have been gone for like 30 years now. This is today's sockets. The top one is for the variac, the other one is the isolation transformer. So if you can see here, you can't really plug it in there because this one has this recess, and today's plugs look like this. We got the plastic here, and even if it's in here like that, you can't really reach any live parts. So I actually need to poke it in completely to get any connection. But with this one, you don't even have those sleeves on them. That's bare metal, very dangerous. It's like a US plug. So yes, that was a charger. If you go on the end here and look at the plug or the connector, it looks really much like one of these connections here, one of these connectors. A bit hard to see that. Maybe it's a little bit better to see here. Those two look pretty much the same. This one is a little bit bigger. This is for the 230 volt appliance, and this is from the charger. So yes, I don't know if you accidentally can connect this one directly to the drill, and something may go bang if you do that. The port on the drill is on the handle, and let's have a look if you can poke this one into it. No, you can't really do that, so that's good. So don't accidentally connect 230 volts directly into the drill. Yes, let's plug it in and see if it works. You can't put it in the wrong way. You have to connect it in the right way. With this little pin here and the recess on this one, and you can actually connect it in only one way, like that. And now I'm going to connect this one, or plug it in the dangerous way. So yes, don't do this at home. That's dodgy. Yes, now it's turned on. That doesn't look so good. You can actually operate it while it's on charging. Let's take it apart and see how it looks inside. We got two types of screws on it. We got the Phillips screws on the front here, a little crack, and these Torx screws. Let's begin to take these Phillips screws out. Now they're out. Remove this part, and here you can put some lubrication oil on if you want. So yes, we got just normal gears on this. No planetary gears like modern drills. There's a loose screw in there. I don't think it should be any loose screws in that. So maybe somebody has poked around with it Look at that, we found a screw in there. A Phillips screw as well. Yes, now a bunch of screws are removed. Let's see if we can open this one up now. We got anything under the sticker? I don't think so. Yes, here we go. Look at that. We got the main motor here, we got the switch. It's a 2-position double pole switch. So you turn it both ways. And it's crossed, so you can actually switch polarity on the motor. And here we got a bunch of, I think it's like nickel cadmium batteries. And a fuse. And have already made a schematic for it. It's pretty simple, it's nothing special. So yes, let's have a closer look on the schematic and see how it operates. So yes, here's a schematic of it. We got the mains connector here. Not the mains, it's from the charger. And those two goes directly to the connection points of the switch. And the battery is directly connected over the connector like this. It's 5 cells, 1.2 volt nickel cadmium, so it's like 6 volts. The charger is 7.45 volts. And the battery is connected like this, so you got positive here, negative down here. And the switch is in normal position. So when you push the switch down, it's one direction, and you push the switch upwards, it's the other direction of the motor. So if you say that this switch jumps down like this, and this one, current will flow like this into the motor, into this 8 amp fuse here, automatic switch, and it runs this and back to the source. So if you flip the switch the other way, like this, the current will go this way, into the fuse, and like this in the motor. Motor will turn the opposite direction and goes up here and this way into the source again. So it's pretty simple. No speed regulation and nothing, just a on-off switch, more or less. Here's a look at this fuse here. This is a normal thermal fuse, automatic fuse. If it runs too much current through it, it will bend a bimetal in there and it will switch off. And it was a bit large to have 5 batteries in line like that, so I put one cell down here instead. So yes, don't know what to really do with that. I can do one thing actually. This is, if you can see on the schematic here, I can cut this wire and this wire, because it's pretty simple. They are connected directly to the switch here. So actually I can do like that and like that, and throw that away, put it back together, and instead of this dodgy wall adapter, I can connect it directly to a DC power supply and run it like a wired drill instead of a cordless drill. Yes, now it's back together again. And instead of this dodgy adapter, I can use whatever I want. Let's plug it into 24 volt power supply and see what it does. Here we got it. There's my chicken stick in the way. Let's plug it in here. So now we should get 24 volts here, limited to like 25 amps. I hope it doesn't explode. It sounds ridiculously bad. I think I need to put some real lubrication oil in it. But for now, let's test it a little bit on like wood. So yes, I got a piece of wood here. Let's put the drill bit in. So yes, you can't tighten it up just like that. So you need to use this chuck key to tighten it up. Let's see how well it does. Let's drill a hole here. It's pretty powerful. Yes, it works pretty good. It locks up, I don't know why. I think the gears doesn't like that. Yes, now it died. I shot the fuse. Yes, running it in forward and reverse does trigger the circuit breaker, so not really good to do that. So yes, it works pretty good and it's pretty powerful. Maybe the motor doesn't last so long. Even the fuse doesn't trip, it will make the brushes wear out quickly. So maybe instead of 24 volts I should use like 12 volts or 6 volts instead. The batteries originally was 6 volts, so maybe not a good idea to run it like 4 times the current, 4 times the voltage. That's a hell lot of current to the motor. So yes, hope you found this video interesting. Thanks for watching.